Oh, we've seen the headlines about sexual assault on college campuses.
The Hunting Ground goes in depth to explore how some of America's schools have responded and why.
Yeah, the documentary is going to show at Film Streams, and that's where Brooke Mask is from, and Elizabeth Power is with the Women's Center for Advancement. Good morning to both
Welcome
of you.
back.
Yeah, good to see both of you again.
Thank you.
Elaborate for us. What's this film about?
This film is about the sexual assault epidemic on college campuses and the efforts of the college campus administrators to really kind of cover up this problem. It's 70 schools are being investigated by the Department of Education for Title IX issues where they've been doing this, so this film really takes a good look at that.
Why do you think it's important to see?
It's a huge problem on college campuses. The film does a good job of giving you the statistics and the facts and also the personal stories. So, you know, humanizing this issue, which is really, really important.
Yeah, and we'll talk a little bit more about that issue with you, Brooke, but there's some things going on surrounding this film, especially afterwards, right?
Yes. On Monday, April 20th, we are partnering with the Women's Center for Advancement on a special screening of the film at our Ruth Sokoloff Theater. And after the film, we'll have a panel discussion with area experts, and we're really excited about it.
What do you want people to learn from that discussion and from the documentary?
So I think it's important that people understand that this is happening. There's no college campus that this isn't happening on. And locally, it's really great. We'll have both UNO and Creighton there to talk about what they're doing on their campuses to help with the prevention education side of it. And when something does happen, the reporting process. We work closely with both of those universities, and we know that they're doing the absolute best. They're kind of leaders in the industry in that area.
Yeah, good timing for this film, especially with the attention with that Rolling Stone article that was out, and there's a lot of attention on the subject right now. But specifically with people who, if they know someone who's been assaulted, how should they respond? What's the best way to respond?
So I think the best thing, if somebody confides in you that this has happened to them, to tell them that you believe them. That's the first thing they need to hear, that I believe you. I am so sorry that this happened to you. You did not deserve it at all. Rape and sexual assault is something where victims frequently internalize it and feel that they are just as much to blame as the actual perpetrator. And frequently the perpetrator feels no fault at all. Through lots of different studies, a lot of times, especially college students, don't even understand when they might have actually been sexually assaulted. The victim takes it on themselves and it was their fault. They were drinking, they had too short of a skirt, they were friends with benefits, all of that. And consent is an actual verbal yes. It's okay to do this every single time. Saying yes once doesn't mean you get to do it again.
What if someone is fearful they won't be taken seriously, or that if they go to administrators, that there will be repercussions somehow? And we see it in some cases with sports figures, where students are reluctant, or they have this experience where even departments don't seem to invest the time to vet those claims.
I would, if they're a college student and something has happened on campus, I would strongly suggest that they do at least look into what their campus has as a reporting option. If that's something they're just not comfortable doing, we have a 24/7 hotline that they can call, obviously anytime, any day. We're going to have a trained advocate answer that call and kind of help that person, whether it's an actual victim or a friend of a victim, a family member of a victim, walk them through what they can do next. They can also come to our office anytime, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and speak to an advocate in person there too.
Yeah, I mentioned that Rolling Stones article. Do you worry about the impact of that, because they've retracted that story, how that will impact you know, victims that may have had something happen, worry about them coming forward?
I think it has a big impact to victims and how they feel validated and that it actually happened, and they're already scared that people aren't going to take them seriously. Seeing big public things like this Rolling Stones article is just going to make them more anxious about reporting, and the answers they're going to get, the response they'll get when they do report. When they come to the WCA, they're never going to get any type of blaming or questioning or anything. The immediate response is, we believe you, and this never should have happened to you. And then what can we do to keep you safe from here?
Is there anything parents can do? We've got a lot of high school seniors now preparing to go off to school. What can parents say to their sons and daughters before they go to make sure that everybody's responsible and on the same page and they know their options?
I think both sons and daughters, it's really important to understand what consent is. and what consent is not. If someone is drunk, if someone is passed out, if someone is high, they cannot consent to anything, and it will be considered a sexual assault if something does happen. To daughters and sons, both can be victims. Again, just give them the resources that if something does happen, how they can contact and reach out for any assistance.
So they don't feel helpless.
Exactly, that you don't want them to feel
We're
helpless
showing the
at all.
information right there. Brooke, this is something that Film Streams wanted to get involved with. If just go to filmstreams.org to purchase tickets, or can they get it the night of?
Yeah, they can purchase. I would suggest they purchase their tickets ahead of time. I have a feeling the event will sell out. But if they aren't able to come on the 20th, the film will be at Film Streams for 2 weeks starting April 17th.
I know you were excited to have this in Omaha so that the
Yes.
audience here could see it.
We're so
Thank you
excited.
Yeah.
for coming in today.
Great to see you
Thank
again.
you guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks,
Thank
Mark.
you. If you ever look for something you've seen here on air, we want you to know clips can easily be found online at omahamorningblend.com, and all you need to do is just search for topic from our homepage.
An author who's written 5 novels was twice selected for Oprah's book club is coming to Omaha.
Why and how you can be there. Next.